Hi, my name is Madeline,
I'm Annika.
and we're going to be going over the comparison of harmful aquatic life. So what are we talking about and where did they come from? So first we have our pufferfish, their family Tetraodontidae, and then we have stonefish and lionfish, which are both from the family Scorpionodon. So quick question, do you think that the pufferfish is poisonous or venomous? Good job, it's poisonous. And how about our stonefish? Is it poisonous or venomous? Good job, it's venomous. And lastly, our lionfish, poisonous or venomous? And again, it is venomous. So do we know the difference of poisonous and venomous? Anyone? Okay, I'll tell you. So the difference between poison and venom, poison is something that is ingested, whereas venom is something that is injected. So venom, it comes from convergent evolution, meaning that the venom basically evolves independently as a defense mechanism for the stonefish and lionfish. Whereas for the poison fish, poison is not something that has evolved independently. Instead, it's something that it's gained through ingesting another fish that ingested another fish, and the chain continues, and that's how they get their poison.
Alrighty, so I'm going to be talking about the pufferfish, also known as the blowfish. They are found in tropical and subtropical waters, sometimes in brackish or even freshwater sometimes. They can get up to around 3 feet long, or they can be super tiny. They are scaleless fish, so they have their spines instead of scales. All of the species have 4 fused teeth that acts like a beak type mouth. Their diet is going to be carnivores, so they eat invertebrates, algae, clams, mussels, and some shellfish. So, as we know, pufferfish are poisonous. They can inflate when they get threatened, so that's how they puff up. Their spikes are used only for defense, and they have tetrodotoxin inside of them. So, if an animal eats it, that's how they get the poison inside of them. The tetrodotoxin is about 1,200 times more poisonous than even cyanide. And in one pufferfish, it has enough poison inside of it to kill 30 adults, and there is no known cure for the toxin. Some fun facts about pufferfish. There's about 120 different kinds of species. In Japan, the pufferfish are considered a delicacy and they can eat them. They use their super elastic stomachs to suck in water sometimes and air, and they can blow up several times their normal size. And on to lionfish. Lionfish are native to the tropical waters in the South Pacific and Indian Ocean. They are found in coral reefs, rocky areas, and even lagoons. They can grow to about 15 inches, but the average lionfish is about 1 foot long or 12 inches. They're also carnivores, and they can eat fish and shrimp, and their lifespan is about 15 years. So they are venomous lionfish. The venom is delivered from around 18 needle-like dorsal fins, and they're along their back. It uses camouflage and their fast reflexes to capture their prey. They kind of like stun them with their needle-like dorsal fins. A sting from a lionfish is very painful for humans. It can cause nausea, breathing difficulties, but it's rarely deadly.
Okay, so next we're going to go over some fun facts about the lionfish. Lionfish females, they can lay around 2 million eggs every year. So that's about 10,000 to 30,000 eggs every 4 days. During reproduction cycles, males become darker in color and females become paler. With some research, it's known that males become darker in color just for territorial dominance, whereas females become paler for submission to other fish. So lionfish, they're a very invasive species. They're known to have very few predators. They're so invasive considering how many fish are reproduced every year. There is some research going on now with scientists trying to provoke certain type of sharks to actually eat lionfish so they won't be everywhere anymore. Lionfish, they are actually cannibals. There's been a research study with lionfish put together and no other source of food. They will participate in cannibalism. People in some parts of the world, they'll actually eat lionfish, and it's highly encouraged for people to hunt and eat lionfish since they are so invasive. So next we'll be talking about our stonefish. So stonefish, they reside in tropical coastal regions, typically coral reefs and rocky areas is what they like. More specifically, they're typically in Australia. They like to be in the Indigo Pacific regions. They can live up to 5 to 10 years. They tend to grow up to about 30 centimeters to 50 centimeters long, and average they're about 5 pounds. And they are carnivores. Their diet consists of shrimps, small coral reef fish, and crustaceans. So stonefish, they are the most venomous fish in the world. Along their dorsal spine, they have 13 sharp spines. Each spine has 2 venom glands, and within the venom glands is the venom, which contains certain proteins that they've stored up. So the venom is released upon pressure, and I'll go ahead and show you a video of that here.
What do you try? What makes you itch? How would you really enjoy spending your life?
Here's our little monster guy.
Put this on for eye protection. See that? It's when the footage is slowed down that you can see the amount of venom that's delivered by one single spine.
Okay, so that's how the venom is released upon pressure. Definitely don't want to be stepping on that. Some side effects of the stonefish venom can include intense pain that can spread throughout the body, necrotic tissue, meaning the tissue is going to die off, respiratory distress, and weakness. And if it does go untreated for too long, convulsions such as seizures and paralysis can begin. You can go into heart failure, and death is a big one. So lastly, we have some fun facts about our stonefish. Stonefish can live outside of water for 24 hours. This is what contributes to people being injured by them so much in Australia. They look like rocks, so you can't really see them coming when you're on the beach. And they can live outside of water just because they're able to absorb oxygen through their skin. They use their venom for self-defense, as we discussed earlier. It's not for hunting purposes. Stonefish can actually attack and swallow their prey in as little as 0.015 seconds. As you can see in my video there, poor fish didn't see that coming. Stonefish are actually related to lionfish, as we discussed in the first slide. Next, we have a little bit of a game for you, just some true or false questions.
Alrighty, so the first question, there are about 120 different species of pufferfish. Do y'all think that's going to be true or false? Nice. Yes, that is true. Our next question, lionfish are poisonous. Is that going to be true or false, do y'all think? Correct. Yes, it's false.
Okay, and the next up we have true or false, are stonefish omnivores? False. Great job.
Nice.
And then that's it for our presentation. Thank you so much.
And then do y'all have any questions?
No? Okay, good.
Yeah.